Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis. It's Friday. So let's start with the GERMAN30. Without wasting your time, I just need to make this very fast because I just need to go somewhere. So at the moment, I think the market has been respecting this level, guys, for some time now. We had this support for few days now. You can see this is 4-hour time frame. So what do we see here? We see that actually the market is still respecting this support. Let me just zoom that. You can see that it's been respecting this support for some time. You can see. So it means we just wait for the market to reach this area, then we buy. For this area, then we buy. You see. But maybe you can say you also see something like a resistance, something like this. I also see that. So, but the thing is that is not really that strong. I can see something like this, but not. It's not that really strong like the support. But at the moment, it creates this wedge now. So it means don't do anything. Just wait for the market just to play around here. When maybe the market break out here, it's where you can say now you can buy. You can wait for that retest, or maybe the market can create something like this where the market is going to create a downtrend because this wedge might create something like that, but at the moment we don't know because we see like from here the market has been respecting that now, you see. So the overall for today is we just have to focus on this wedge. Then any breakout we will know if maybe it's a resistance, we'll say we're going to buy. If it's a support, then we know that okay, now the market will be like selling, you see. So as I said, I don't want to waste much of your time. Let me go straight to US30. On US30, guys, we also see that we had this downtrend for some time now, and it seems to be like very, very strong. You see, it seems to be very, very strong because you can see since we drawn this resistance and support, the market has been doing something like this, and here we just had like a fake breakout where the market acted like it's moving out of this resistance. To find out that few minutes later the market will come back and respect this area again. So but there's an area where the market is respecting. You see this level, we can call it a support. Even if we have that this downtrend as a support, we understand, but this one also really makes sense because I see that the market respected that several times. You can see that if you try to connect those, they make this a very nice zone, which we must also focus on that, you see. But don't forget that we are still on this bearish momentum. So what will we do if maybe the market is creating something like this? Nothing much. We will just do the same thing that we did. If we see something like this, we just have to wait because I can see it's like really trying to happen at the moment. So it means we can wait for the market to close above our support, maybe on a bit bigger time frame, because on an hour you might find that the market closed above, but when you go like on 4 hour or 2 hours, the market did not really close there, you see. So it means you can just wait a little bit. Why? Because it shows us that this downtrend is like really very strong. So we don't need to take chances, so that we don't want to lose. So it means we can just wait for the market to reach these areas. You can just try with your buy pending order. You know why? Sometimes the market won't just repeat these things every day, you see. But it shows that even around this area, it's a support. It's a resistance. So it means you can see if I try to connect this, it means maybe the market is starting to consolidate when it reaches those areas at this level here. So which means if you want to buy, wait for it to break above, then you can say you will buy. Maybe you can even wait for a retest. If not, it's also fine. But I know that we said maybe buy around this area, the market turned off, and buy around the levels maybe when the market was going above here and never do that. But that doesn't mean that even today that is going to happen. You see, we might find that we might wait and the market keeps going up. You see, so we must be like very flexible when we do our analysis. We don't have to say just because yesterday the market did this, it means even today it will do the same thing. No, I think the market can try to fool us here and think when the market is here and just ignore it and say maybe we'll catch it somewhere here, and actually we will be a bit late. But you'll found out that actually when we buy somewhere here, the market can keep going. I don't think when I see the market respect this area, I don't think that the market is really like very strong going lower anymore. So that's why maybe we see the market trying to go back, but we see that the bearish is still like resisting that, but it shows that actually the bearish momentum is no longer like really there that much. So I expect the next week, especially maybe later today, to see the market going higher. That's what I expect. Even if maybe it goes low, it's fine. But my expectation is the market won't just keep going down for the whole 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It's possible, but the market, it will find its way to recover quicker. And when it recovers from this, only 3 candlesticks, the market will be back again here around 35,600. So make sure you don't miss that, and make sure that you are always on your toes. Make sure you are always on your chart, so that you don't miss these great moves, guys, because once they happen, they don't really happen every day. So make sure sometimes you get them, because you can just make a really nice quick cash. So what do we see here? We see that on FRANCE40 we have similar structure on with the one that we saw on US30. It's a downtrend. You can see everything here was nice and perfect, but here everything is quite clear, because we see that we never saw the market trying to break this area. The market was just respecting these areas very nicely. So what we do here, maybe the market will respect this area again and continue with the downtrend. If not, maybe we'll see the market breaking this area and pushing up. Mostly when the market breaks above, you can just wait for the second candlesticks to close, because the first one can close above, then you can take trade on the second one. Or maybe you can just wait for something like a retest, then you can just say, I need to take trade after that. You see, so I don't think maybe there's much that I can explain, because here is just a resistance. It means you can wait for the market to break that, or maybe the market will be respecting here. Then it means here you should wait for like bearish candlesticks that you can. I don't know which strategy that you follow for entries. I think I have to show you against the strategy for entries. But if you go back on this channel, you will find the video for entries, but I think I will have to do another one again, you see. So let's move to the next one. The next one is NASDAQ 100. Is NASDAQ 100. So on NASDAQ 100, what I see is the market was just consolidating. If you check this clearly, I see something like this also here as a resistance, and here we see that we had this support now as a resistance again. This is part of our support at the moment. You see the market created something like this. So later on, or even now, maybe in a few hours, we might see the market pushing up, or maybe if this area is respected, you might see the market maybe keep playing around this zone, or maybe moving even lower. You see, but I have confidence that since we had this sell-off, I expect the market to change this and try to push higher. You see, I think it's time for the market to push higher. Don't forget that Apple released a few products, like let's just say a few updates. So that might have an effect. Even because after that release we never saw any, like, the market never went crazy, you see. Yeah, so here we are on gold, guys. We see that we had this crazy sell-off. Now the market is like trying to push up, but where do we see that this is a support? I don't see anywhere where this is a support. So the market is just trying to bounce from this area. So it's easy to take trades like this, but they are not really safe because you'll be taking trades based on something that you don't see. So I don't really take trades like this, even if you see that it was like, see, it seems to be like obvious, but most of the time, when you do trading, most of the signal they seem like obvious, but you end up losing on those obvious trades. So even this one, I did not want to make it obvious and say, okay, the market now is about to push higher, because you might think maybe the market was I was thinking about something like this. The market can just create something like it's coming back again. Then after you can see this crazy move here. So I didn't want something like that. So I wanted something that I can just say I have a support, I have something like a resistance that I can rely on. You see, if maybe the market reached this area, I was going to say no, we can take the trades here. Why? Because I can see on my left that we had a support area there, and the candlesticks really respected that area several times. So that way, I was going to take that one. But now it's better to miss these things because I hate like guessing around. I know we work with probability, but it's not like really just taking trade just because you see it was a strong sell-off. It's a must for it to come back. No, it doesn't work like that. So we just have to follow our rules. So let's go straight to US oil. Yes, guys, I have sinuses, so early in the morning I just feel like this. So let's see what is happening on US oil. US oil is like really going crazy. We can see that we had a very nice support area. Then from there the market is just going up. So we wanted a structure that we can rely on. And when I check on the above, we never saw something. So maybe this, let's see. I don't know if maybe this was, I don't think so. The structure is not like really reliable where I can say maybe you see this can create something like that. So we still need some nice moves that we can rely on. I don't have to force something. Whereas I see that I don't see a really nice here. Or maybe let's change the time frame and see maybe on an hour we can see something different. Maybe we will say, okay, Kenzo, maybe we'll try to connect this and see maybe if the market will respect it. Yeah, you can just draw that and leave it like that and see if maybe the market will come respect this area. If it does respect here, it means, yeah, we fine. We can just wait for a small bullish candlesticks that you can follow. If it respected that, then it's where you can say I need to buy, you see. Or maybe you can say you also see something like this. Something like this. Where you can say something like this, where you can say, okay, maybe you can just buy because this one is not really clear. You can just buy. You see this, it's a sort of a resistance. You can say I'll buy if this area is broken, something like that, you see. But I would like for people just to wait, guys, because this is like bit high. I'm not saying the market won't go up, but to wait for a very nice sell off before we can say now we can have that confident buying, you see, because this structure, we just forcing the structure, so we don't have to force structures now and then. We just have to wait for the market to give us something that it's easy to identify, you see. So for now, I will just avoid trading US oil for now. So let's see on US Euro USD. On Euro USD, guys, the market was just selling off, similar to what we saw on on gold. So what do we see here? We see that the market was like going up. You can see that the market was just going up. Then after that, the market is now on bearish. So for us to be like to be on the right side, it means we have to identify some great areas here, which we can just rely on very nicely, you see. So let's try to do that. Let's try to do that. It's better to start from the current levels. You can see this. Remember, this is 4-hour time frame. This is 4-hour time frame, so it must be like that. Why don't I connect this ones, guys? This, we see that is still a downtrend, but this is old, guys, so we don't have to force the market to connect everything from like back then, so we don't have to do that. It means even if we connect this ones, it's still fine. Let's just go and see. You will see that maybe on an hour time frame. You see this area. Let me do something like this. So it's something like this. So you see that we don't really actually need to connect the market to go back then. So it means even here is still fine. So what do we see? We still see a bearish momentum, but around this area, it seems like the market is about to respect that. You see this area, we can just mark that, but that doesn't make like a strong support. It means the market can still have this, and the market can just create something like that, you see. So it means at the moment we are still bearish on Euro USD, so we don't have to force anything and say maybe we have to buy here, stuff like that. No, we don't. We just have to wait for the market to give us very simple things. You see, if we try to zoom in, is where you start to see a very nice picture. My network is a bit slower, you see. So it means it's possible that we can get something like this. Then the resistance can continue like that. But if maybe the market comes here and break this area, we'll obviously expect to buy that. Or if maybe the market is respecting this resistance, it means we will continue selling from these zones, you see. This zone. Please, guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Share with your friends. If you want to be in the group, let me know. Check my description. It's not for free, guys. Check my description. It's $100 to get the signals, and you also get system indicator where you get signals from the system on your MetaTrader 4 on your PC. You see. So thank you, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. Bye.